Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 107. My name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and BuyandSellDVC.com.
And today is February 22nd, 2023, which means your 11-month booking window from today is January 22nd, 2024. The 7-month window is September 22nd, 2023. If you're looking to buy or sell a DVC property, the website is BuyandSellDVC.com. If you're looking for rentals, either to rent out your points or to look for a reservation, it's DVC-Rental.com. Remember the dash to save the cash. And I just want to mention, it's February 22nd. Spring training is going on.
Okay. I was wondering where you were going. I like it when it goes off on tangents sometimes. That's what I remind you guys. I'm like, where are you going? Spring training. All right, yes.
And the Tampa Bay Rays, let me see, make sure I get their name correct.
Don't say devil.
Their spring training was affected by the hurricane. So they're doing their spring training workouts at Disney right now. And I believe they're just playing one game at Disney on the 28th, coming up in 6 days. I believe the game is unfortunately already sold out.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, interesting.
So let me ask you this. So they're only playing one game. Who do you think they're playing against? If it's only one game, it's at Disney. If you know the area with the spring training teams.
Braves?
No.
I thought the Braves the Braves used to be at Wide World of Sports, didn't they?
Right. It's not the Braves.
Okay. Is it the Mets?
It's not the Mets.
Okay, no, they're Port St. Lucie.
Because they're a little further south.
All right. Is it Lakeland Tigers?
No.
I don't know who else would be closer.
It's the Yankees.
It's the
out
Yankees.
of Tampa. So that's why the game's already sold out. Disney likes to get the best matchup that they can to get the most interest. So they got the Rays and the Yankees on the 28th. If you already have tickets, enjoy the game. Hopefully you have beautiful weather, because I will tell you, the weather is, I think winter's over.
I mean, we had winter for a week and a half, so I mean, we're probably good. I don't know.
It
could come back for 2 days.
There was a few weekends there where it was in the 30s, like more often than I've seen in the past winters. So now we're already back to 85, 90. Yeah. So pack the sunscreen and leave the coats at home. So we're going to start. Did you have anything else you want to add?
I'm just saying, go Rays, beat the Yankees.
So
Mets fan. So is he.
So we're going to start with the buy and sell side of things. And this is we'll just say this was on the internet from someone. They said, should I rent forever or finally buy? And to me, once you've rented, 4+ times, that's when you really want to do the deep dive into Disney Vacation Club to see if it's for you or not. Because the reality of it is, if you've rented 4 times, it's almost like you're a DVC member for those trips. You're gonna have the similar experiences to what, someone that bought is happening. So, you're staying in the same accommodations. You realize that, you had to book out a certain amount of time to get the room that you wanted, the reservation you wanted.
You had a discounted rate already, and it would be better if you're an owner. It'd be even less expensive than if you rent points. But yeah, you got the full DVC experience.
Right. And you get especially if you've rented 4 times and you stay at the same place 4 times, there's something about that place that you like. That's probably the place that you want to pursue ownership. You may have rented 4 times and you stayed at 4 different places, and you said, you know what, we like this resort area better, or we like, this size room better for our family, or this. I would definitely look into ownership. I mean, I've rented homes in the past for different vacations. And then if I go say 1 or 2 times, then I do get curious about owning and renting it out and going back there. But then usually what happens is I move on to someplace else, and then that thought completely, leaves my mind. But if you're coming back and it's been 4 times at Disney and you see yourself looking for the next year, for that next trip, I would definitely look into ownership, because the reality of it is, like, some people think that ownership is super complicated. It's not. You buy a resort. At that resort, you can make a reservation 7 to 11 months in advance. The other resorts, you can make a reservation under 7 months. If you buy resale, you have access to all the resorts except Riviera, unless you buy Riviera, and then you can only stay at Riviera. So
Just to make it a little bit complicated.
it's not.
Thanks, Disney. No. Just that little Riviera, switch in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a fairly easy process, and I would definitely recommend looking into this. If you are a renter, I would definitely look into ownership, so you know exactly what it entails. So then you can start using your own points, and then if you have extra points, you can rent out your points with DVC-Rental as well.
Yep, that is correct.
And now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food review, for the first time, I checked out the Boardwalk Deli. And the Boardwalk Deli previously was the Boardwalk Bakery. In the last year or so, they switched over names and changed some items around. We tried the strawberry cheesecake brownie for $5.29. I'm pretty sure it's a Valentine's Day special, so I'm not sure how long it's going to be around for. But it's strawberry cheesecake with chocolate cream and pink crisp pearls on a fudge brownie. What are you laughing at?
Pink crisp pearls? I'm not even. What is
Like
that?
the little crispy balls that are on there. I don't know. It was really delicious.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this. Really creamy. The brownie was very fudgy. I would say some people may not like it. I would say it probably has like a bit of an artificial strawberry taste. It's not made with real strawberries. It's, I'm sure whatever flavoring they use. And some might say it's too artificial for them, like a Nestle Quick was too artificial. But I really, really enjoyed it. Again, $5.29, shared it. Very good. I gave it an 8.2.
8.2.
8.2. I would definitely get this again. Again, I think it's a Valentine's Day special. It doesn't say Valentine's Day special, but all of the other price tags and the little descriptions or the names of the item are in like white, and this was in like a pinkish color with little hearts on it. So I'm assuming this was specifically for Valentine's Day. I hope they keep it around because this was actually really, really good.
And what time of day were you at the Boardwalk?
This was lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Right after lunch. Yep.
Was it busy?
It was not.
It was not. Okay.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, we went to lunch on the Boardwalk area. I'll be covering that in a future episode. And then, a lot of times I haven't been able to get to the parks too often, so I try to grab a bunch of things at once. Like the next several episodes are all going to be on one trip that I took down there.
And then ESPN Club, is that already
No.
closed?
Yes, it's closed. They're working on refurbishing it. They'll be making it into like
a bakery, right?
Yes.
With like $400 cakes or something?
Yeah, pretty much so. And I'm
So that's not open?
That is not open.
Okay.
Still,
Not even close to being open? Or
I don't believe so.
Okay. You can peek in and talk to the contractor or anything?
I think everything is blacked out, and the whole top of the ESPN zone area is they take all like logos off. Everything's down. It looks abandoned right now.
Okay.
So I guess they're still doing work on it. Hopefully they finish it sometime soon. But I would much, much rather have an ESPN zone with TVs, sports bar, food, all. When you're staying at Boardwalk and Beach Club, that's a great option to have. Really, no reservation needed. Just walk in and great food options versus just a place that has like cakes and just seems very floofy and expensive. So I'd much rather have an ESPN zone.
Plus, if you're staying at the Boardwalk, you're staying at the Beach Club, it's September through December, and you want to watch a college game on a Saturday or an NFL game on a
That's
Sunday.
the place to go. There's not a lot of places. That's the location that people go to.
So
I
don't know why you need $149 cakes while you're at Disney, but
I don't know. But again, it's supposed to be like a restaurant inside too. So I don't fully know what is going to happen there. It's not like it's just going to be like a bakery where you walk in, like order a cake and leave. I think that there's seating and stuff. So I don't know if you sit there like, I'll take that $150 cake, and then you sit down and they give you 2 forks and you sit there and eat a cake. I don't know what's going to happen. But it seems like it's not going to be as good of an experience for me personally as ESPN Zone was.
Right. Especially, I see so many posts on different Facebook groups that says, like, this was in the NFL playoffs. Like, We're going to be there next week. Where can we watch the Chiefs game? We're going to be there next week. Where can we watch the Bills game? We're going to, you know what I mean? It's like, and a lot of people, they send them to the ale house in Lake Buena Vista, because of the ESPN club not being open.
Yeah, and I don't know, because the ESPN Club was a really great option because it was somewhat inexpensive as well. I mean, you can go in there, get a burger for $16 and get like a Cuban sandwich. Like, it was not overly priced. It was nice to have a somewhat less expensive option with tons of TVs and, memorabilia, signed jerseys. I mean, as any sports fan, walking in there was a lot of fun, and the food was always very good, and it was less expensive than a lot of Disney options, like $200 cakes.
And now we're on, but again, maybe we're going to fall in love with the cakes. We should probably stop picking on the cakes.
They may find you and I sitting at a table one day, both of us with a fork, just sitting there eating cake together for food review.
And we're like, this was a great idea.
All right, so
now we're on to the DVC rental side of things.
On the DVC rental side, I kind of wanted to feel you out on this one a little bit, because 2 weeks ago, Disney announced that they're going to create a new Avatar experience at Disneyland. And nobody knows exactly what the Avatar experience is going to be, if it's going to be an absolute repeat of what they have here at Animal Kingdom, or if it's going to be just something that's a little bit different. I want to know what are your thoughts on Disney making these identical attractions, the same exact Star Wars land that they created at Hollywood Studios, they bring over to Disneyland and they don't change a thing on it. Do you like the idea? Because it gives people who go to that park, the same type of experience that they have here. Personally, I hate it. Because obviously I live local to Florida. I love going here. I love going to Disneyland to check out the different options. I don't want to go over there and they have all the same exact stuff.
Right. I mean, so I guess my initial thought is, if you're going to go to both places, you definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to divide the crowd and say, hey, this person that lives in the Midwest, they can choose either park and they're going to get the same type of experience, then I guess that's a good thing for them, because they don't have to, like, some people don't want to make choices.
Yeah.
So if they get the same experience, they're like, okay, I'll just go here or I'll go here. But definitely.
I figure it's not encouraging them to, I figure if you're Disney, you kind of want people to go to both parks.
Right, that's another thing, yes.
I understand there's a lot of people who are, again, if they're towards the West Coast, they may not make it to Disney World often or ever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, because you can say, okay, let's check off Disney World in 2023 and then Disneyland in 2024, because it's completely different.
Exactly. So, we went there last year, and we didn't even we barely even went to Star Wars Land or anything. I didn't want to do any of the rides that were identical, because I want to experience different stuff. I don't need to sit there and go on the same exact ride I've gone on 20 times here over at Disneyland. I'd rather take that time and experience something different. And I know, they're building Tron here, and that's, they took the same exact ride that they had at Shanghai and brought it here. But I figure that's different. A lot of people aren't going to make it all the way out to China. But that would kind of make sense, but I really wish they would do something a little bit different. Or even if they didn't take the identical ride from Shanghai, make it a little bit different. Change the track, do something so that it's its own ride. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean, you've got them at all the parks, and they're all different. Make it a little bit different at least. So if you're lucky enough to experience more than one Disney park, you'll go, I want to go to Star Wars Land because, their Rise of the Resistance is a little bit different, and I want to see it. Like, again, we went out there. I didn't go on either ride out there because I didn't care. I've done them all here. I didn't want to waste my time. But
so let me ask you a question.
Make them a little different, Disney.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm guessing you're going to know the answer to this question, because I really have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I don't want to, so let's say this Six Flags.
Okay.
Is Six Flags identical?
No.
Oh, it's not? It's not?
Six Flags is different every single park. That
it is? Oh,
yes.
okay. So I didn't, okay.
Yeah, they're different. And again, they keep the rides, just tweak it a little bit. You go, oh my God, they've got Lando Calrissian out at Disneyland. Make it a little bit different.
Yeah, you definitely can't make it the exact same.
Yeah, and that's what Disney's been doing it. They make it the identical ride down to the T. Where you go, just switch up a scene in there, make it a little bit different, so people go, yes, I'm going to be out there. I want to go on that ride. It'll pull them more. If you've lost ideas and you go, well, we have to do the same thing, make it a little bit different, Disney. Again, you did it in the past with like Pirates and Mansion and stuff. Everything's just a little bit different. Where you go, okay, I want to see the differences. don't make the same exact ride. So I don't know what they're doing with Avatar. I don't know if they can do the same exact thing, because if they do, I'm not going to want to go on it. It makes no sense. So
yeah, you got to make it different.
That was my rant. You know, if you've run out of ideas and you can take the same stuff, tweak it a little bit just so it has rewritability. So I want to go on it again. So everybody else wants to go on it again, because if you're used to one park and you make the same exact ride over there, it means nothing. So that's my rant.
Because the only thing you really want to have the same no matter where you go is like your favorite fast food place.
Yeah. As the fast food places do. You know that when you walk into a Burger King somewhere else in the US or Subway, they're going to have the similar stuff and it's going to be made the same way you like it. It's not going to be completely weird. However, when you're going on rides, it's okay if it's a little bit weird.
It's a vacation. It's a different experience. You want to...
I don't want to sit there and have to go in the same exact Small World and know every single thing. It's nice that Disneyland Small World is different. So work on it, Disney. I'm not sure what Avatar experience is going to mean or have, but please make it different at least.
And let us know your thoughts on that.
Yes.
Are you happy things are being identical, or no? That's not. You don't want that. You don't want Disney to be a part of that process.
They have so much different IP. There's so many different things that they could build. Why they just copy the same exact stuff? It seems lazy to me. And if you're going to be lazy about it, put a little effort in and just change it a bit. Build something with Encanto, for God's sake.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. And if you get to the Rays-Yankees game, have fun.
Let's go Rays.